Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Amir Karam. I'm a board-certified facial plastic surgeon. I specialize in facial rejuvenation, and I'm also the founder of Karam MD Skin. And I'm going to talk to you now about 5 things that are absolutely critical, in my opinion, for creating a successful career in plastic surgery. I hope this provides some insight, and I hope you find it interesting. So number 1 is talent. And the way I look at talent is it's divided into 2 things. One is an aesthetic aptitude and a perception of beauty and an eye for proportions. So this is an inherent quality that you can understand balance and ratios and things like that. The second is the technical acumen, physical ability to control your hands and be able to get them to execute surgically the way you want them to do. So the connection between the way your brain thinks and the way your eye sees and the way your hands can actually create the changes that you're looking for. Under that umbrella, I would say talent, and I think plastic surgery requires a tremendous amount of surgical and aesthetic talent to be able to combine and create a beautiful looking outcome. Number 2, a plastic surgeon needs to be well trained. It's so important how you are taught, the skill sets that you accumulate between the precise approaches that you take, as well as having a good mentor that teaches you through their wisdom, through their trials and tribulations about how to avoid complications, how to enhance the probability of a successful outcome. So the combination of excellent surgical training combined with excellent technical abilities, combined with the ability to download as much information from a good mentor or a set of good mentors, all goes under the realm of excellent training. And that's essential for being a successful plastic surgeon. Number 3 is communication skills. There are very few fields in medicine that require as much emphasis on communicating with the patient as well as your team as plastic surgery. Remember, plastic surgery is about expectation setting, it's about engendering trust, it's about creating an environment that is positive and it's looking forward. And what ends up happening is if you're unable to communicate properly to your patient, you're not going to have them see the value of the work that you do, they're not going to have the confidence in you to give them, and especially in my particular subspecialty, which is facial surgery, be able to give them the ability to trust their face in your hands. Additionally, you need to be able to communicate with your surgical team so that your surgical team can execute exactly upon the service level that you want them to do, and to be able to communicate with the patient as well. So all around, communication is an important part of a successful career in plastic surgery. Number 4 is marketing. Marketing is one of those aspects that no matter how good you are, if you're unable to create an environment where people can see your work, whether it's online, whether it's through word of mouth, some way or another, people need to know how good you actually are. And marketing is the vehicle in which that can happen. And in these days, social media plays a huge role, online plays another big role, but at the end of the day, it's up to the surgeon to drive that ship and to motivate and to look for those avenues and be able to be well versed in the different marketing approaches that can be done to show the world what you have to offer. And I think that is something that is an extremely important part of a successful career in plastic surgery. And number 5 is, as a surgeon, you must always remember that your product is a combination of the results, the reputation that you have, as well as the service you provide. And always keeping a mind and eye on those 3 aspects will mean that you will never lose focus and go down paths that might be viewed as perhaps unethical or perhaps shortcuts to greatness. You have to remember that your results are by far the most important thing, because that is exactly what the people will see. But the feeling that they're left with is the service that you provide, and ultimately, at the end of the day, making sure that the road to that direction and the reputation that you establish is pristine, and that every patient can see you in the best possible light, because trust is such an absolutely important thing, and the trust is a combination of those 3 aspects put together. And as a surgeon, you must always look at those 3 areas and never forget and lose sight of those. All right, those are my 5 top things that are required to have a successful career in plastic surgery. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight into our profession.